But there you go, boys. There is the new car, Lexus IS200. It is absolutely pissing it down, and it's windy as. So I'm just gonna get the car back to the garage, and then we're gonna talk about the repairs it needs, because it has failed its MOT. So yeah, horrible weather, man. But yeah, guys, let's go back to the garage, and then I'll list all the repairs that it needs. Just give you a bit of a backstory. So the owner, the old owner, has sold this car to the garage, and I bought it from that garage, so I never got to meet the previous owner. However, the guy did somehow find me, and it was sick, because we literally just spoke for like half an hour straight about like the car's history and everything that's been done to it, because he owned it for 6 years. Yeah, and it was great, you know. It's good to know that the car was looked after properly and stuff. So yeah, he gave me like a sheet full of all the stuff that's been done, so I'll show you that later on. But yeah, that's just another cool thing about this car. The interior I absolutely love as well. Like, look at it, so old school, sick. Like the speedo is like set up like a watch, and like you got the dash, it looks like a fighter jet in my opinion. It looks sick, and it's also a 6-speed manual. Also got heated cloth seats, and we've got a sunroof as well. So on an 03 plate, like, this car is mega spec. It is the SE edition, which I guess is like business edition. I don't really like the cloth, like cream interior, but that can always be swapped out, I guess. But yeah, gonna have all the boost gauges there. And, it's just gonna be sick, guys. Can't wait. Right, so let me walk you guys through the MOT failures. Good dugger. So she just purrs. So that's the number one issue we need to deal with, is the engine light. That's a camshaft position sensor, so I'll get that ordered tonight. Second thing is handbrake. That's 2 things. So coming to the rear of the car, we're at the offside rear arch. As you can see, it is very crusty in there, and I can poke holes. So I need to weld that. And coming to the other side, there's no rust. So that side's all good. However, this is the underneath, and as you can see, it's quite crusty under here. So what we're going to need to do is clean up the whole of the rear suspension, the subframe, with a wide brush, and then undercoat it so it stops it from rusting anymore. And then we also need some subframe support brackets, which are these things. As you can see, they're very corroded. There's actually nothing left of it, and then it's the same on the other side. Yeah, very bad. Yeah guys, that is literally all the advisories, pretty much. There's a tyre that got advised, and all 4 wheels got advised for being distorted. We're gonna get new wheels and tyres anyway, so it's not important. But yeah, that's me done for today. I'm absolutely knackered. So yeah, next time you catch me is when I've got the other parts here and I've got some free time. So yeah, see you then. Boys, what we saying? I hope everyone's good. We're back with Lexi today, and we're going to be doing all the repairs that I mentioned in the last video, plus a cam belt water pump. So this will be quite a long video, but yeah, let's crack on. So first thing we're going to be doing is, as you can see here, we've got quite a hole. So we're going to be cleaning that up with a wide brush first, and then welding a plate in there, and then it'll be brand new again. It's looking better, isn't it? And there we go, guys. I ended up finding more corroded metal over here, so I had to chop that out. But yeah, it's not the prettiest of welds, but it will do. Show you what we're dealing with, guys. So here, you've got the rear subframe brace. As you can see, there is nothing left of it. So yeah, they're actually separate from the subframe. So I've ordered them, they're on their way. And it's the same on the other side as well. Nothing left of it. Gone. And there's the underseal done. I've kind of just done the whole rear, to be honest, just so it saves me from doing it again. But yeah, if I see a comment saying, oh, you missed a spot, I won't be happy, alright? Yes, I'm aware the plate is wonky. I will sort that out, but that's kind of the least of my worries right now. So as you've seen from that clip, a bolt ended up snapping inside the chassis on a captive nut. So now I've got to cut out the chassis and then basically weld a captive nut onto a plate and then weld that plate back into the chassis. And I don't know, I haven't really done that much welding, so I'm not really too confident with that. Probably let Bossman do that because I don't really want to cock it up. So but yeah, I've been waiting like weeks for these to come. So yeah, the project has kind of paused for a bit, but oh well, back onto doing it again. So yeah, let's do the cam belt water pump, because I've done a few cam belt water pumps, so I'm pretty confident with doing that. I'm going to try and film as much as I can, but at the same time I do kind of want to focus, so I'll probably put a time lapse up or something, but yeah, I don't want to fuck that up either. So yeah, boys, let's crack on. Right, so this is what it's looking like right now. Taking out the fan, the cowling, that gives us quite a bit more room. I might take the rad out, probably will, so I need to get the impact in there to undo the crank pulley. But yeah, let's fucking smash it, boys. Come on. Right, see if I can do this one-handed. So, Johnny should just lift straight out. Just like that. Bang. What's it looking like? It does look a bit cooked, to be fair. It looks like it's leaking here, so Yeah, you can see all that pink, which is coolant. So probably gonna need a rad ASAP. Here we go, boys. Look at all that room now. Fantastic. Now we just got to get rid of these ancillary belts and get the crank pulley off, and then unbolt the timing cover, and then probably other stuff as well, but I'll figure it out as I go along. So yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention, got quite an oil leak coming from the rocker cover, and when I saw the previous owner, he said that he left a rocker cover gasket in the boot. So there we go, that's one thing I didn't need to pay for, and that's another thing that we'll do today. Just one belt. Right boys, to get the next belt off, you need to slacken off the alternator, top bolt there, and then there's also a bottom bolt there, which if you can see here, there's like a bit, you see how it can slide up and down? So if it slides down, it will release tension on the belt, and if it slides up, and it will put tension on the belt. So this one, undo this one, and then loosen this one all the way, and then get off. There you go, second belt off. Right boys, and then the final belt, here's the tensioner, same principle, slides across like that, but so you got a captive nut there, you slacken that bolt there, and then around the back, just where my middle finger is, there's a bolt. I'll show you there. So yeah, undo that bolt, just slacken this bolt, and then the pulley, the whole power steering pump will move, and then you take the belt off like this. There you go. That's the final belt. Yeet. Oh my days. Right, so I was just trying to get this water pump pulley off, and basically, hold on, this is the new water pump, right? And so this is where the the water pump pulley bolts onto, and as you can see here, there's also this piece, right? Now, I'm not sure if you can see, but all this rust that's around here, I've used a lot of GT85 and a lot of heat as well, but this piece was glued on, like it was actually welded on, like finally it's loose, and now I can take that pulley off, and then I can put this new water pump on after we've done the camber, obviously. But I'm not even joking, I was beating it for the last half an hour straight. Fucking hell. God, that crank pulley isn't going to be the same story, but let's find out. Right boys, so I've got bad news. The DeWalt does not fit in there. So, if this Milwaukee M12 undoes it, then fair play. I don't think it will. I've seen people like put a breaker bar on like the chassis and then crank the engine over, and then that would undo it, but need to think. Right boys, so I'm back. I've had some scram, and yeah, ready to finish this thing off. Anyway, so the crankshaft is lined up where it's meant to be, and then the camshaft, as you can see, it is one tooth out as to where it should be. Now that is definitely the reason why I'm getting a camshaft position sensor signal code. It's because this camshaft is one tooth out. So whoever previously timed this engine has cocked it up. So yeah, we'll have a fully healthy engine by the end of this, hopefully, touch wood. Yeah, do it. And there we go, we have access to the cam belt. So now it's just a case of triple checking that our marks are where they should be. Obviously this cam isn't, so we'll move it across when that belt's off. But yeah, I'm happy with my marks. So now we're gonna detension the tensioner, whip the belt off, whip the new belt on, put a new tensioner on. Wait, before that, need to move this to where it should be. And then yeah, just reassemble and then she'll be good to go. That's the old belt off. See you later. To detension it, I forgot to record this bit, you need a 10mm Allen key, and it goes in that hole there, and then you go clockwise and then you get a 5mm Allen key and stick it in that square hole there, and that will detension the tensioner. Right, now I need to take off this water pump, clean it, clean the engine block, and then bolt the new water pump on with a new gasket. And then, sorry if I sound dead by the way, because I am, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, let's get this thing smashed out and put it back together. I had to remove the condenser to get the fucking crank pulley off because it was so tight, the crank bolt. So I had to, so it could actually fit in my impact in there. So you guys will probably have to do that as well. Yeah, I haven't disconnected any of the lines, just unbolt everything and yeah, just move it aside basically. Alright boys, so there's the engine all timed up. There's that cam, it's meant to be where it's meant to be, alright? And then the crank, if you see down there, the white mark on the cog there, and then on the block as well, that's lined up. I've rotated it twice, I'm just going to do it one more time and she'll be good as gold. There we go, she's finally finished. Yeah, that was great fun. I can't not show it around because that squeak is from the clutch. It's not the belt, so we'll tension up nicely. One more thing, look. See? And that engine light's just because the airbox is off. Alright boys, you join me in the garage again. It's an absolute gorgeous day. Got Lexi on the ramp and she's all finished and ready for MOT. Now, I did say I was going to let Bossman do the drilling over here, where the bolt snapped in the chassis and the captive nut, but I actually ended up doing it myself. I just didn't record it because I just wanted to get it done, to be honest, and I haven't really done much like welding and stuff, so but yeah, ended up being absolutely fine. I'll show you the welds, hold on. Yeah, so I will need to paint it just so it doesn't rust, but as you can see here, had to literally cut a square out here, obviously with this bracket off, and then take the snap bolt out of the captive nut and then clean the threads up, and then literally welded that plate back on, and then there you go. Now this brace is fitted and with the new subframe stopper as well. There you go, same on the other side. Amazing. There you go boys, she's now officially ready for the MOT, and we also got a nice little upgrade as well. Drilled and grooved discs and new pads of course, and we also adjusted the handbrake on the inboard shoes for the MOT as well, because that was below requirements. But yeah boys, fucking sorry I've been inconsistent with the uploads. I will try my best to keep up the consistency, but yeah man, I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. Love you boys, see you in the next one.